It's a big early mornings LALATE starting right now.
From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
Across the land, $1,400 third stimulus checks were updated overnight. What happened? Viewers will be getting their $1,400 third stimulus check by direct deposit and also by mail deposit. Yes, in U.S. mail, March 24th, March 25th, March 26th, and March 27th. This was a major update that happened on Saturday that no one saw coming as the President of the United States went to Georgia and talked about your stimulus. A new video from the White House about the stimulus relief. New video from the White House about the need to get the stimulus out the door quickly. The new message from the Federal Reserve remains on point as tomorrow, boy, Wall Street opens with the highest interest rates in over a year and a half. And what about the resurgence of the virus? The president has a new message happening as well. But the big news, the exciting news, is that the toast is toasted and the butter is butter and the coffee is brewing. And that $1,400 stimulus checks will be landing March 24th through 27th. How do we know this? Of all the big, exciting, great news, as early mornings, LALATE kicks into high gear, starting right now from the West Coast. The President of the United States had a lot of messages yesterday, and among them is that stimulus is on its way. But the big surprise was that we found out that stimulus will be landing next week, whether it is by paper check or by direct deposit in a way in which you did not expect. And guess who told us the news? You did, the viewers. Congratulations. You're now news broadcasters as well. How are you? The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here, and now your stimulus check will be here as well, March 24th to March 27th. What happened? If you did not tune in to midday LALATE yesterday around home on 11 o'clock, everything hit the fan and it was all really delicious. The only thing that could be more delicious is if you had, brought me some bacon. But how are you? We are in the era of spring. Aries is upon us, and it's time to like this video. So make sure you like this video unless you don't like Aries. It's a new day, and it's early mornings, LA. How are you? I hope you're staying positive and focused and motivated. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe because, boy, you saw what happened yesterday. If you didn't, I have all the details for you right now. And if you're not become a member, consider becoming a member. The link is at the top of the chat and also in the pinned comment. This is what happened. On Friday, I got a series of private messages from viewers on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter that were saying, hey, LALATE, I got an alert from Direct Express Card that my stimulus check is coming March 24th. I'm like, that's great. And then another one got the same alert. Another one got the same alert from Direct Express. Then came the paper check alerts. People were sending me private messages saying, LALATE, I went to IRS to check my stimulus tool, and it's been changed. Now it went to say, the stimulus check is coming March 27th. I said, really interesting. So I saw that early Saturday morning. Set it on air on Mornings LALATE. Nothing much of anything. Just updated viewers. But then by the middle of the day, everything started hitting. I repeated that message again, and viewers said, oh my God, everything just changed for me as well. And then another view. It was like kernels on the frying pan popping into popcorn. New stimulus check information here, 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 here. Suddenly, hundreds of viewers had an update that their stimulus check is landing March 24th to March 27th. Where were those updates appearing? They were appearing on their bank website or on the Direct Express update from their account or from the IRS Track My Stimulus tool. Let's start with that tool. The tool for viewers had either previously said no information or it said March 17th you're getting your stimulus check. To that, it switched it switched middle Saturday to then say, no, your stimulus check is now coming March 24th to March 27th. The message the viewers got was either it's coming in direct deposit on the 24th for this bank, or what was very commonplace, March 22nd by paper check. Now let's go further on that. Viewers who are expecting direct deposit and even direct express card direct deposit were now seeing alerts of March 26th paper check. Yes. So if this sounds like a lot of things changing quickly, it was. Basically, if you had not received a stimulus check by yesterday, you will want to go to your state's, you want to go to your bank's website and sign into your account and see if there's any new alerts on your account. Also, go to irs.gov and track your stimulus and see if there's any changes on that. And guess what? IRS is not a bank. It's a database. At least this is a database. And the database will be updated throughout the day today as well. So you may go to IRS Tracker right now while watching me on this video, and it may still show no change for you. Guess what? It may change later in this video. And also, I'll give you a fix it if the IRS tracking stimulus tool shows no information. That's all really exciting. But yesterday, the President of the United States released a series of new videos. One of the videos I particularly like is this one. In the video, the President wants to reassure the American people that stimulus is on the way. But what I like about the video is he speaks specifically to someone who has someone on disabilities to say to them, you're getting a stimulus check as well. A message that's often not delivered publicly. Here's the message.
I'm doing fine. I was surprised that I was able to talk to you, but I'm happy I'm here.
Well, I'm happy you're here too.
My name is Jocelyn. I have 4 children, a total of 8 grandchildren, but 2 live with me that I help take care of and raise. I have a husband who's a 100% disabled vet. I have a daughter that's 22, and me and her take turns as to who gets up and gets everybody ready for school. One cooks breakfast, the other sets all the computers up so that we can get all the work done.
What I want to talk to you about is that we have a plan here that we just passed. You're going to get a check for $5,600. You're going to get a check for $1,400 for every dependent you have. If you have a child that is over the age of 6, you're going to be able to deduct $3,000 for each of them. In addition to that, you get about $25 per month more to put food on the table on the SNAP program. I'm told you don't have insurance, is that right?
We'll see her response later in this video. But what I like about this video is that for the first time, people are telling Americans that if you are on SSI and SSDI, you get a stimulus check. In April of last year, when this channel launched, I was covering EIDL and PPP and unemployment. I wasn't covering the subject matter. But when I did move into the subject matter in June of last year, I recorded a video about this subject matter, that people on SSI and SSDI do get stimulus checks, do qualify for stimulus checks. It went viral. It went to 3 million views at a time in which this channel only had a few hundred viewers. Why? Because no one had told people on disability benefits that they qualify for stimulus checks. They thought they did not because the first stimulus package did not pay some adult-dependent stimulus checks. So they presumed that people on SSI and SSDI don't get stimulus. I love this message from the White House because it actually reassures the American people who gets a stimulus check. The president also yesterday addressed the concerns of getting stimulus checks out the door. And in his Help Us Here tour, when he went to Georgia, he talked about the need to get stimulus landing in people's bank account. Let's hear that message.
1,779 times. And if anyone ever wondered if voting can change a country, Georgia just proved it can. Because when you elected 2 new United States senators, you made it possible to pass the American Rescue Plan. Landmark legislation will not only meet the emergency RIN, but transform this nation. Starting with this, for those folks who either already have or will soon have $1,400 in their pockets, you can thank Senators Warnock and Ossoff. But for their votes, it would not have happened. What does that mean? It means 85% of the households in America will get that money. Here in Georgia, it means 88% of all adults and 88% of the children in this state will get that $1,400 as well. Just add it up. A typical family, 2 parents, 2 kids, earning $100,000 a year, each will get $1,400. That's $5,600 for that family that's in distress, trying to figure out how to pay their mortgage, pay their rent, keep food on the table.
And a lot of things need to be done by the president in the next few days. While help is here, a lot of other help is needed as well. The eviction moratorium is about to expire in the next few days. And over the next few days, you're going to see this coverage, this channel cover the big other topics that are circulating, which are the eviction moratorium, the remainder of the money under the third stimulus package, and also the push for fourth stimulus. Whether it is the SSI or SSDI, or it's the reoccurring stimulus checks, the president needs to deal with a lot of stuff in the next few days. But the great news, the big, great, exciting news, if you're just joining me, is that millions of Americans will get their $1,400 stimulus checks next week. Why? Because now hundreds and hundreds of viewers of this channel have gotten alerts either from IRS Track My Stimulus tool, or their bank, or Direct Express, or something along the lines where it says, guess what? You're receiving your stimulus check on the 24th to the 27th. Those are the dates they're getting. And they're also seeing the alerts that it's coming by paper check, even though they're expecting it by debit card. Now, here are the banks that have paid out to viewers of this channel as of this Sunday. They are Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp, Chime, PayPal, and NetSpend. Now, when you hear a particular bank, you may also bank at that bank, and you may not have received the stimulus check. Don't worry, because guess what? It's still coming, but it may not be going into the bank account. It may be coming, yes, by paper check. Some more banks that have paid viewers this channel are Green Dot, People's United Bank, US Bank, PNC, and Capital One. Also USAA, Union Bank, MetaBank, Amex Bluebird, Navy Federal, and also Bank America, Wells Fargo, Chase, Green Emerald card from H&R Block, and the TurboTax card. Now, what's important to understand is that a lot of this list has grown, and that list really started to formulate on the late afternoon of St. Patrick's Day. And tomorrow is our first banking day since yesterday, in which you're going to see a lot more banks added to the list. You're going to see much more deposits. But the 24th is going to be the very start of the exciting period from the 24th to the 27th. How does that impact you, and what should you see as we go into that? The butter is still buttering and the coffee's still brewing. But I got a lot more coming up in the second half of this recording, so don't leave me. I have more about your stimulus. Stay with me. More is coming up in just 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now as millions of Americans awake to what could be different results on the IRS Track My Stimulus Check tool. What's going on? Let me tell you what's going on. IRS's website of Track My Stimulus Check tool is not a bank, it's a database. And IRS, much like SBA, does work on weekends, and that database could update today. So if you're watching this video and you woke up and you're like, oh my God, let me go check the IRS Track My Stimulus Check tool to see if there's any changes, there may be. But even if there isn't, it could happen later today. Now, today's not a banking holiday, but today you could see new alerts. You could see alerts from your bank. You could see alerts from IRS Track My Stimulus Check tool that suddenly goes from no information or March 17th to now March 24th to March 27th. And what else should you know? Well, this is also really important. Some viewers who get no results when they use the IRS tool may actually be typing the address the wrong way. Yes, the IRS tool apparently is very particular about the way you type addresses. So you abbreviate something from avenue to Ave or street to ST or north to NRT or something like that. It may not recognize it. So how do you make sure you got it right? There's a lot of apps online where you can track and see the correct way you type addresses so it's recognized by the post office. So try that if you're still getting the no information result. But first, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I don't want you to miss a single recording. I'm back with you on Mornings LALATE at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 12 noon today. It's going to be a big recording, a lot of details happening overnight. And then if you missed it, EIDL appeared before this video at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by FPUC, which has a new push for FPUC Retro in the fourth stimulus package. Yes, that was at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you missed those shows, they're now on the channel. But what should you know going into today? That you will likely see major updates to your alerts about your stimulus between today and the end of Monday. If you are a banking customer and you go to the front of a bank website, just the front of it, not into your account, but into the front of it, and it has some big plastered message, no stimulus checks for 20 weeks, or you call in and you get a voicemail recording, no stimulus checks for 20 weeks. Understand those recordings and that website were done over 7 days ago. They're not updated information. Stay with me, stay with the viewers of this channel because you have the updated information. This is what this channel has been good at since April, is giving you the most up-to-date information. And yes, it happened yesterday when one wife, she got an alert from her bank that the deposit will be available in the account on the 24th. But if she went to the bank's front page, it's available in a couple of weeks from now. Husband didn't believe her, so guess what? He called up the phone, and when he got someone literally on the phone, they said, no, your wife's right. Why did you not trust your wife? So let me cut to some other exciting details, which is that stimulus remains a big push and that the stimulus could still land in a lot of different places. And what I want you to understand is that if you expect it by direct deposit, understand it may show up in the mail. How do you know if it's in the mail and not in the box in the direct deposit? Of those updates for you shortly. But here's a new video from Dr. Fauci overnight in which he talks about the new strain of the virus and how we have to deal with the strain and combat it appropriately. Let's listen in to his comments.
Next, we'll go to Aaron Billups at Spectrum News.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. So a growing number of studies are finding that the second shot of the mRNA vaccines are unnecessary for people previously infected with COVID-19. In France, they've changed their policy based on this. Are there any discussions happening to consider a change in dosing policy for the US in light of these findings, particularly because research is showing that second doses are effectively wasted on those with pre-existing immunity?
Let's go to Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci?
Yeah, yes, there's no doubt that for the preliminary studies that we have seen right now, that vaccination of an individual who has been previously infected has a much greater increment in the level of neutralizing antibodies compared to an individual who has just been vaccinated and received a second dose. Now, obviously, the places that are now looking at that are those that have a true paucity of vaccine doses. But as you've heard from Jeff just recently, we are now at a position where we are giving between 2 and 3 million doses a day. If there were a dramatic shortage, I think that's something that you would want to consider, but that's not something that we'll be making a policy about soon. Thanks.
What will be making a policy quite soon is the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve last week in its FOMC meeting said it's not touching your stimulus and will continue to support the stimulus of this economy. But boy, we ended Friday with the highest 10-year Treasury note ever. In the last 2 years, 1.7%. The Federal Reserve said it was not going to change policy, but that could change shortly. Americans across the country, from Wall Street, from New York to Los Angeles, concerned about growing concerns of inflation, growth, and higher costs of goods. And ultimately, the other concern is, where's my stimulus check? If you're just joining me. The $14 third stimulus check, the detail of where it is could be updated this morning, noontime, even this afternoon, or even early evening. Why could it be updated and where it would be updated? It would be updated IRS Track My Stimulus Check tool, which has gone from a very unreliable tool to now suddenly a very helpful tool. Second, it may be updated by the viewers of this channel. Here's why we are learning so much from the viewers of this channel. We are seeing from viewers of this channel that they're getting alerts if they're, for example, on the Direct Express card of March 24th for direct deposit. And yet other viewers who are also with the Direct Express card gain alerts that's coming by paper check on the 26th, which, if you put the two together, is very helpful information. Let's see why. If I was only to tell you Direct Express deposit on the 24th, and you go the 24th and you don't see it, you would freak out. Well, guess what? Don't freak out, because I got viewers that are saying, no, I'm a Direct Express customer, and IRS says it's not coming to the card. It's coming in the mail on the 26th. So suddenly we know where it's landing, 24, 25, 26, and 27, and then we know the possibilities to where to look. You don't want to discard a second or third stimulus check, and trust me, I had a lot of viewers discard the second one, and I don't want viewers to discard the third one. The envelope may be white, the envelope may be beige, it may be skinny, it may be thin. Here's the envelope that was used for the second stimulus check when it came by debit card from the IRS. You see it's a very thin envelope. It's super light. You could totally miss it. You could think it's spam mail. It has nothing of any seal on the outside. It's just very plain Jane. And trust me, if you did not look for it, you could miss it. But one of the messages the White House wants to make very clear is that people do not miss the other items that are in the stimulus package. And that will certainly be the focus of this channel. As more viewers get the stimulus check, will then turn to the $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 that you can get also in addition to that in the stimulus package. Here is more of the president's message with Jocelyn from Virginia about why she qualifies for so much more under the stimulus package than a stimulus check. Let's listen in.
I don't have insurance, but my husband and my grandchildren and my daughter does.
Well, we're going to make sure you can get insurance, because now, under this proposal, you're going to be able to get coverage under the Affordable Care Act. Most people can find coverage for less than $10 a month.
Oh, okay, I can work with that one.
I think it's going to make sure that it changes your circumstance in a big way.
We're actually renting an apartment and we get a disability check, and sometimes we don't always be able to make ends meet because the check stays the same, but the rent and the economy keeps going up.
You know, the way to build a country is build it from the bottom up and out, not from the top down.
We are just a typical family that is trying to survive in a world that does not give us an equal playing field. I feel that you will make it better because you have actually made it easier for some of us in our neighborhoods. They just have enough money to cover the rent or they cover food. It can't be both.
This act we pass is going to get them both.
And we're looking forward to that.
It's such an honor to have met you.
Thank you. It's an honor to have met you.
I hope I get to see you in person one of these days. Tell your husband I said thank you for his service.
I certainly will.
A wonderful message that makes the message clear across the board. People qualify for stimulus that may not have thought they qualify for stimulus. Certainly the message of this recording, of this channel, to ensure that millions of Americans battling the pandemic understand they qualify for stimulus, as things are not always level. That's the message of the Federal Reserve as well. Unemployment numbers still remain not good going into the new week. Labor numbers are not improving either. The long-term job creation numbers are not growing as they should be. And while there is some relief coming to people across the land, the relief is not coming as quickly as it needs. But the great news, the incredible great news as we start an early morning, is that stimulus relief in the form of a $14 stimulus check will be landing the 24th to the 27th of March. Let's go over those banks again that have paid some viewers this channel and may be paying you early next week. They are Citizens Bank, PNG, Bancorp Chime, PayPal, NetSpend, Green Dot, People's United Bank, and US Bank. They also include PNC, Capital One Bank, USAA. Also included in the list is Union Bank, MetaBank, Amex Bluebird, Navy Federal, Bank America, Chase, Wells Fargo, and also Green Emerald Card by H&R Block and TurboTax. I really want to thank the viewers personally for the incredible work on Saturday, yesterday. You did an incredible job by stepping forward and helping other viewers. Ultimately, it's hard to know what's going on with so many banks, so many different depositories, direct express cards, people on SSI, people not on SSI, and IRS tracking tools. And when the news cycle is changing very quickly, you stepped up and did a wonderful job by going in and seeing what is the current status, and I want to share the status with other viewers. Your comments in the live chats throughout Saturday really helped me impart the news to other viewers, because otherwise, there was no way to know what was the situation unless you shared your situation with me so I could share it with other viewers. That's the spirit of this channel. Viewers helping one another. Your help, your information helped me help others so that they knew what was the situation for their bank, for their depository institution, and for their check routing. And there's nothing worse than going to the mail and throwing away a stimulus check because you didn't know it's a stimulus check when you were looking for it to land in your bank account and it didn't land there. I want you to stay with me throughout the day because we're going to have a great day. We're going to stay positive. We're going to stay focused. We're going to laugh a little bit if we can. And we're also going to, wonder where that bacon is. Hopefully we can fix that problem by the end of the day. It's just a problem that's not fixed yet. But Sir Loin says hello. He wonders if you got stimulus for him as well. Can you move on over? And last night at the casino, he was in his full entourage. The cows were all herd up and they were ready for the tip-off of the cows, the final four of the cow battle. Yeah, it's down to it's 4 more cows left in the battle, and the tip-off is later today where they literally tip each other over. So I hope you stay with me. Maybe I'll have updates about what's going on in that cow battle. It's they're allowed to bet because betting is now legal in at the casino across the land as well. Thank you for joining me for Early Mornings LATE. See me next on Mornings LATE. I'll be with you at 9 o'clock, and then it's noon. It's home LATE at 11 a.m. This is all West Coast time, followed by afternoons LATE at 1 o'clock, and then we go into evenings LATE every night as well. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video if it was helpful, informative, and fun. Let's do 2, 3, 4, 5,000 likes. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Casino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, keep on smiling, have a great day. Send your wishes to the final 4 at the tip-off of the casino, and stay of LA for more.